I started SOS Bus when I realised that, in fact, we're all held to ransom by just a very small group of people. On the streets, it was the drunk, obviously, and the drugged, but it was also the victims of violence, surprisingly, as well as the perpetrators of violence. I came to understand that when I saw somebody hurt, it made me feel tense, and I didn't want to be there. So the bus is all about capturing that, creating a safety net that allows this small group of people that makes us all feel frightened to go into town, to be able to be caught, to be looked after, to have people who want to care for them and get them home safely. We have two buses operating in Shaftesbury Square and the Odyssey. Inside is really important, as well as what happens outside. We have a medical bay, we have paramedics on board, we have an area we call a listening area, where we have people who care, who as people come on board, just needing loneliness or depression or even feeling suicidal, just a chance to unburden.
I sat and talked to a 65-year-old man one night who walked from Ballyhackamore to Shaftesbury Square to get a cup of coffee, just to talk to somebody who was lonely. Now that's unusual. It's usually younger people will help, but we'll sit down and we'll talk to them, and in the end we had to get the man home, got him home to his own house safely. Volunteers are remarkable people. They're people who have taken most of their lives in their own angst and fear and building careers and families and protecting all that. And some wake up and start realising they have to give something back.
I came especially here at the SOS Bus because it promotes Christian values, but it's not a Christian organisation. I think where it's situated, especially the Odyssey as well, it is in a place where it can actually make a difference.
I absolutely love meeting people. Everyone has a different story, and there's a real need in Belfast for just to have someone to listen to them, and I feel privileged to actually be part of that and to offer that to somebody.
There was one girl who was trying to walk home from the Odyssey with nothing but a skirt and a top to Jordanstown, which, I mean, we know that's absolutely impossible, and it was just so great to catch her just in time.
When I'm driving home and I know that I have helped someone in distress, or that I've helped someone get home, and I've ensured that that person isn't in danger or vulnerable in any way, then it gives a good feeling in your heart.
When I decided to look at how to develop this project, I realised very quickly that a proportion of the people that need help need medical support. So today we have to pay for a paramedic, and that means we have somebody who's fully qualified to be on board to look after people on the street at the time of need.
We can treat a grazed knee, somebody who's just fallen over, right up to a heart attack. There's a defibrillator on the bus as well.
The amount of patients we've treated and the different types of treatment that we've provided have been worthwhile, and there's plenty more to be done.
The feedback we get is truly amazing. I mean, obviously when you're dealing with somebody on a one-to-one basis and it's 2 o'clock in the morning and they're very lonely or hurt or distressed, and you're able to help them and they walk away perhaps and they feel better, we feel wonderful. But it's more than that. It's the time you take somebody home. We have a minibus and we need to take them home, and our volunteers to get there, and they meet mum and dad. And mum and dad are so grateful. I mean, it's just unbelievable when they see their daughter or son who's suffering and they're home safe. And they don't know what to say, but it's just wonderful.
People who go to bed at 9 o'clock would never see us or would know nothing about us. People who tend to be out late at night, they may be lonely people, or indeed some guys and some girls who have too much to drink. They'll pass by and talk to us. We sometimes assist people in whatever way we can.
Well, it could be a girl, for example, who's split from a group. You know, these things happen. They've maybe gone to talk to somebody else and then they've got split from their group, no battery on their phone, they're going to be on their own in a vulnerable position. So if the SOS bus isn't here, then where do those people go? And really, there isn't anywhere.
Our youngsters go out onto the street and enjoy themselves at night and at the weekends, and we all want them to come home safely. But that costs money. In the past, we've had very great support from authorities, the Northern Ireland office and the police, and that continues to a degree, but it's getting harder and harder. We all know of the financial difficulties we're in. And so we depend more and more on the philanthropic, those that have a gift for making money, who also have families, whose sons and daughters need help, because this comes from all backgrounds. And that bus captures them all and helps them get home safely. And we depend on those that with a gift for making money to support us, because this sort of project, and many others like it, they'll stop if we don't get supported. It's not just about the money that people give us and the support we have to run the bus and provide this lovely bit of tin, because that's what it is. You know, what brings it to life are the volunteers, and we need volunteers. You know, when we work together, something wonderful happens. When people come together to form teams with a single vision to make a difference, the world changes. And the more we have, the easier it is to change. And volunteering, it is the service.
I think we have a good team here. We're always prepped beforehand in any measures, any situations that could happen. And I think we have good support. We're protected and people know we're here to help them, so most of the time there's no aggression at all.
And on top of that, the volunteers are all friends as well. You come here as a volunteer, you know nobody, and now I know a dozen people in this shift, and they're all volunteers, we're all like-minded, and we enjoy ourselves amongst ourselves and help people at the same time.
You'll come into like a family. That's what the SOS bus is like, and you'll really enjoy it. It's a good night's crack. It is hard work at times, but it's really, really worthwhile in the end.
The SOS bus simply provides a tool to allow people to come together to look after each other. And it's successful. It works. And the future, if there's going to be a future, is where we work together to care for each other's families, unconditionally, as if they were our own. I'm proud of what the future could look like, and I'm not afraid of wondering what's going to happen next. The news that we hear is bad enough, but if we act together today in our own city, anything's possible.